So how's Logic Ocean? Logic, Logic 2?
Loving the
Logic
update.
12.
12? 12, my bad.
2.
Two. It's at 1995.
The second update we've ever done.
4 pixels.
It's good. I like the new features. It's features that I don't think anyone could have asked for because it's quite innovative.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from the snap to scale, I feel like, that's kind of standard.
Yeah,
Well, that's
been
what
there for
that's
a
in the
while.
update.
Yeah, so you can press this key, this button basically, and everything you pencil in, it will just snap to the next note that's in key. So,
Oh, okay.
for example, you're playing C major, but you try and press C sharp, it won't let you. It will just snap to C or snap to D.
Right, okay. Yeah.
I remember
Do
Gammy
you
showed
always
us
have
that.
scale highlighting as well?
No, I don't. I still don't think we have that. And the most important thing, which is kind of annoying, I'm a little bit like, come on, guys, is that we don't have the audition thing yet. You know how you guys in FL and Ableton, playing the notes playing the sample at the same time and previewing.
No way.
It's still laggy and still not really working.
Does Splice Bridge work in Logic?
I don't know. I'm sure it probably does.
Okay.
You know, you
I haven't
Splice
used it in
Bridge?
a long time.
Man,
Not
you
in a
need
long
to use
time.
Splice Bridge.
Bro, it's life changing if you use Splice.
Yeah.
But what do you do? What's so special about it?
Because it syncs up with your project. So if you're going through phrases, for example, you can like select the key you're working in, and then any phrase that is in a different key, it will change it to the key you're working in. So it's just quicker to see like what things are going to fit with it. Obviously,
Yeah.
it snaps to the BPM, and then for drums, it's quick to audition like, as you're playing.
Yeah,
Like, the thing that
and
Logic can't have, it will do
Is
that
it,
for
is it
you.
latency?
nope.
No, we'll just sync
No,
like if you're going.
It
Oh, go on.
syncs in time, doesn't it? With like so
Yeah.
if, like you're playing the thing on loop, and it's like halfway through the loop, it will play the phrase halfway through the phrase as well, so it'll sync up
Yeah.
in rhythm to whatever you're playing.
Okay, fair enough. I think I used Splice Bridge like the first time it came out, and it wasn't anything special. It was mad latency and stuff. That's why I was asking, like, is it
It's changed
why is
now.
it special? So, yeah,
Right.
maybe that's
Give it another try.
maybe that's a good workaround. But still, that should be number one, I think, for the next
Yeah.
update. That's
Yeah.
got to be done tomorrow, man.
Have you ever messaged them or like
I
tagged
have, you
them?
know, I've hit up Apple. I've got a contact for the guy, but yeah, nothing's really come of it yet.
Yeah, maybe not enough people are asking for it. Like, it's just one of
How
those
can
things
no
that
one be
people
asking
like,
for it? That is insane.
it
Even
could
in
be one
my
of those
comments,
things that people secretly talk about to their friends. It's like, I wish it had this, but they have no clue that it's actually needed.
I posted a Logic Pro update video, and I saw one of the comments saying the fact that it still doesn't have it. In fact, no, somebody even messaged me as well in the DM. Like,
Right.
I can't believe they haven't fixed this thing, and I was like, you know what? I'm speaking about this same thing in the video, and I saw it in a comment, so it can't just be me.
Yeah, you need to get them tagged, get enough people tagging them as well.
Yeah, 100%, man. Because once
Yeah.
that happens, I'm telling you, it's gonna speed up the workflow so much.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
That's like 50 beats in a week kind of workflow, you know.
Yeah.
It's crazy that you don't have that.
But it's got some
Maybe the
cool
next
AI
one.
features and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally got a session player that is it's all AI. So it will listen to what you've got, and it will just a session player. Imagine just playing along to it, basically.
I
Yeah.
saw you post that. Well, I don't know if it's the same thing, but I saw you short talking about converting audio to MIDI. So
Yeah.
that's one of the updates as well.
I think Ableton has it, but it's not. When I use it in Ableton, it's not great. It's like too accurate, where they're giving you too many extra notes.
Yeah, that's like in FL, you can open it in Edison and then dump the score to MIDI, but it gives you a lot of extra notes and things are a little bit off. That looks like it just gives you the chords and then just copies that exact chord progression, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm sure it's not 100% accurate, but it's good enough. And you can, let's say you just don't have any inspiration that day.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to do, you know what I mean? Or even now,
Yeah.
you can take a splice sample, chuck it in that chord thingy, get the chords, and just change the sound.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Any others that have come through where you like, this was really needed?
To be honest, they've been fixing their drum sequencer, but that's not how I program my drums, so it's kind of pointless
Right.
for me. But I'm sure for other people it'll be useful. And the sound packs, there was a couple of stock sounds that I was like, whoa, I can use this. This is actually a
Yeah.
sick sound, you know what I mean? So
Well, like
that's
VSTs
nice.
or just one shots?
So there's this main VST called Alchemy, but within
Right.
that VST, they have extra sound packs now.
Okay.
It's like flex in FL. Do you think? It's like
Yeah,
a,
maybe.
I guess so.
yeah.
So yeah,
pretty
that's nice. I'd love to get my own pack on there. I see that they've got producer packs on there now.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they got like Take a Day Trip,
So
Hardwell.
taking a leaf out of FL Studios, but with cloud and the packs and everything.
I guess so. But you know what though? I feel like FL is just way better with community still. They really tapped into their community. They really listen, you know what I mean? I don't know,
I feel like it.
Logic still seems a bit premium in a sense that just looking at those collaborations, it's like Hardwell, Take a Day Trip, Oakfelder. Like names that are like Grammy nominated or Grammy women, whatever, worked with so and so, you know, whatever.
That comes with having the right person on the team, like the right person in artist affiliations, because sometimes you come across like a software company and everyone in there is just very developer mode, where it's like they can speak in code but not the best at dealing with people and communicating.
Yeah.
Or like when you deal with Josh at ImageLine, he like those guys like listen to you and they'll get you
Yeah.
involved in certain things, send you opportunities. I'll tell you about LA in a minute, but yeah, I linked up with him there. He invited me to some stuff. But I always see people like posting about the stuff they've done with ImageLine, but I haven't really seen that with other DAWs, unless it's just
Yeah.
because it's not in my algorithm. But I never really see
No.
someone saying, "Oh, I did this with Ableton," or "I've got a Ableton pack or a Logic pack," or anything like that.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I think FL, hands down, I think that's why they have such a strong... People get tattoos of FL. I don't think anyone's getting a
Tattoo.
tattoo of Logic. I've got to be honest with you.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And like FL can sell merch and, you know, FL gang, you know what
It's
I
like
mean?
it's a lifestyle, isn't it, man?
Yeah, for
Literally,
sure.
man. It's
Develop the
changed
brands
people.
really well.
Logic's
People,
an app, but then FL's a lifestyle.
bro, you couldn't have said it any better. I feel that way. 100%.
Yeah.
It's not too late. We're welcoming people, you know. We'll accept you.
Bro, I don't know how... There are a few dance producers that make beats in FL, but I don't know how they do that because that just seems so complex.
You think?
Yeah.
What
I guess
makes
the
what makes it
automation's
more
pretty tricky
complex?
for a new FL user. But once you get your hands around the automation, it's pretty simple.
Well, the automation stuff and manipulating audio in a certain way.
Yeah, the audio manipulation is kind of long.
Like making a beat, yeah, that's calm, but that's it. for me, yeah, FL is sick for like the drum sequencer and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
sick for
Piano
that.
roll.
But then, for example, like when I'm making my beats, there's sections which are even just like a 4-bar loop, which is different to the next 4-bar loop. But in FL, you have to, you know, consolidate, drag over. If I don't consolidate, then it changes both of those. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
You
I
gotta
feel
make
like that
it
for
unique.
me
and
is just
stuff,
going to make
yeah.
it too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you know the shortcuts, it makes it like way faster. But you have
And
to
the
like
mixer stuff.
know the shortcuts. Yeah, like making a pattern unique. Yeah, like obviously the steps to like click and then select make unique. But then the shortcuts, like if you hold Shift and V and left click and just like drag it over, it will just copy it. And they've changed it now as well. So with like audio files, you used to have to make it unique to like pitch just one of them so it doesn't change all the others. But now you can just hold Alt and left click or double left click, and then you can like reverse pitch, do all that stuff without it affecting all the others. So they've definitely improved it. But you need to know those shortcuts. It's not just simple like
It's not intuitive.
Logic. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about, let's say I'm working in 140 BPM and I got a loop that's 132. I drag it onto my timeline. Will it automatically snap to 140 or do I have
It
to?
depends. It depends on on the information of the audio file. So like if like Jack Synth Palace stuff, for example, like they bounce everything and so that it's auto like tempo synced.
Yeah.
But if it's not got that thing on it, then yeah, it'll just drop in at whatever the original audio file was.
Yeah, I do that with my kits as well. If I have any phrases or fills, you have to like save the BPM information when you're exporting it, And then for anyone that's using FL or other DAWs, I imagine it will just tempo sync. But if it doesn't, then there's like a quick way to like change the stretch style so that it matches it.
Yeah.
But it's not auto for like every file, because sometimes you don't want that. Because sometimes like if you're dragging I don't know, sometimes
riser or
might,
effect or
yeah,
something.
it might match it wrong and then it stretches it too
true.
much.
Yeah.
I hear it. You know what though? I was thinking about this. I've been using Logic for 10 years now, which means low-key I'm kind of a loyal Logic person, because really and truly I should have been switched to Ableton or something to make my life easier. But I just like Logic too much. Do you know what I mean?
Once you've gone through that amount of time and that many reps in one DAW, to get that good on something else, it's going to take some time. So it's like you'd have to take some steps back to then take some steps forward. So
Yeah.
I get it. It's like once you know something like the back of your hand, you don't really want to change, do you?
Nah. But like I said, if Apple somehow is listening to this podcast, if they manage to see a clip, I beg, just do that one change. That's it. We're good. All these other updates, they're nice, but this is the one update you need, 100%.
You need to make a short on like what Logic needs to do and ask people to repost it.
Yeah.
So enough people
Yeah, you know
repost
what?
it.
I'm gonna have to
Just
do
say,
that.
you know what, make a new video, you know what, the updates are good, but I really wanted to have this, and then just, I'm sure everyone has the same pain points, and then it's like, yeah, you know what, me too, let me repost that.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, that's a great idea. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good, man.
Yeah.
What was,
Even if you have to, hey?
Oh no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, even if you have to put a little bit of money behind the promotion side just to get it in the algorithm,
Yeah.
just get it out there.
Yeah, man. What was Nam saying, man? Let's hear about the LA trip.
Yeah, it was sick, man. I just got back late last night, so I'm tired today. I was just saying, I've had a couple coffees, so I'm up for a few hours, but I was just up for a long time yesterday because the flight was at like 9 p.m. LA time, and then we had to sit on the flight for like 2 hours before it even took off because they had some technical problems. And that's not what you want to hear when you like sat on a flight. They had to have the engineers come on and sort some shit. So that meant we missed our connecting flight. So we were just up for a long time. I think I got back at like 9 p.m. UK time the next day. So I slept like a baby last night, but I needed to sleep longer. I just forgot I had physio booked this morning. But yeah, Nam was sick, to be fair. I flew out last Wednesday and then went to Nam Thursday and Friday. Sorry, I flew out last Thursday and went to Nam Friday and Saturday. Yeah, I was just meeting up with some of the people I've been working with. I was a guest judge at the FL Studio Beat Battle again. So we did that. I linked up with Lander. So Lander had sponsored this bus called the John Lennon Educational Bus, which basically looks like a big tour bus, but it's a studio as well. I think they normally drive around and do like educational classes for kids and things like that. So the bus looks sick. It was just this huge tour bus, but like really like high standard studio inside it. So I was looking forward to filming some content there, but by the time I got everything set up and OBS working on their system, it was on the last day. And even though Nam was closing like 3 hours after, they had to get the bus out. And we didn't know. So as soon as we were about to hit record, we figured everything out. The guy was like, right, guys, we need to pack up. We've got to get this bus out in the next 30 minutes. Like, fuck. So we missed out on that. But yeah, I met up with Lando, saw like ObSpot, FL Studio, UVI, I was meeting them there. Bumped into a couple guys from like Splice who I've been speaking with as well. So yeah, Nam was just like busy, a lot of networking, a lot of shaking hands and just talking constantly. So you do feel a bit drained when you step out of Nam. Obviously I was with Lifestyle and Infinite and a few of the other guys as well, like Dylan, Daniel Priestley, if you know him. He does a lot of like the vocal samples and guitar stuff for PAX. So we had a session at Dylan's spot. FL Studio invited me to an album launch party. Do you know, have you heard of Camper? It's like a producer, songwriter. I think you're following him, LB, because when I went on his profile, it said mutuals.
Let me see.
But yeah, he's quite big time, to be honest. He's won a Grammy. I think he's been nominated for others. He'd been nominated this year too. So he just dropped a compilation album. He's got like Stevie Wonder on there. Like anyone in like the R&B world is on the album. So when we went to the party, there was some huge people there. Like Ty Dolla $ign was there, Neo was there.
Oh yeah,
Just a lot of faces. So that was pretty cool.
that's sick. Yeah.
To be honest, it was just busy. I was just doing stuff like every day. I took a day off to spend with Kira. And we went to Universal and did like some of the rides there. I don't know if you've been to Universal before, but
No,
it's pretty
it's
cool.
good.
Yeah, I've heard it's sick. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like a massive theme park where the rides are huge. It's more virtual ones. So like you'll be sat in a ride, but then like the screen's like closed, and it's just like you're in a whole world, and, like you're immersed in it, and it's like the feeling of being on it. But then they have like a log flume and stuff. But it's more the worlds that they build. I'm not into Harry Potter, but when you walk through and like you basically feel like you're in Harry Potter. Same with Super Mario and The Simpsons as well. So that was pretty cool to check out. What else did I do? First few mornings, because my body clock was on UK time, I was waking up at like 4 in the morning, just like wide awake. So we'd just drive and go see sunrise at like Laguna Beach, Newport Beach, some real nice spots around there. Because Anaheim's in Orange County, and if you drive to the right spots there's some like big houses there. It's like real upmarket. And then we spent the last 3 nights in Santa Monica. Oh, I pulled up at Carvey's camp as well. He was running a camp, but I was flying back that same day, so I just pulled up for an hour before I went to the airport. And other than that, yeah, just getting food with the boys. Anything else I'm missing? That's pretty much it. It was a busy week, to be honest, just doing shit every day.
Yeah, it sounds a lot.
Yeah, sounds hectic
Yeah.
in a good way.
Yeah, no, it was real good, to be fair. It's a shame we couldn't make it, man. It was we'd have got involved in some good stuff.
Yeah, I always say I'm gonna make it next year. Then next year comes, and then.
Yeah.
But
It's a big trip, obviously.
year.
It's not like it's cheap. It is expensive. Like, I always think you can get away with, like, just getting a flight and hotel, but then, you rent a car.
US is
Everything's
spenny, man.
expensive out
Everything
there.
is money.
And food as well and travel.
Yeah. And then when you're away, it's like, you don't want to be stingy, so you just think, fuck it, I'll just pay. But then you end up spending a fortune because every meal's expensive, and, like, the tipping culture there is insane. It's like at least 20% on top of everything, even when they don't do anything. It's like you grab a bottle of water from the fridge and pay for it, and they want a tip for it. I'm like, what
Oh my
the fuck?
god.
So it is crazy, but it's worth it, man. It was a good trip.
Nice.
Sick, man.
hmm
What would you say? What would you say is the highlight of that trip? What was your best moment?
Probably just linking up with the boys there. Like, I get on real well with Infinite and Lifestyle and the other guys too, so it's always good to see them. Like, NAM's cool because you get to meet people, but it is exhausting. Stevie Wonder was at NAM, you know. I was just
hell.
at FL, and then Josh
Oh, I
was
heard
like, you know,
about this,
Stevie
yeah.
Wonder's there, and he was like right in front of me.
That's mad.
Yeah, I saw
think I've seen
Young
clips of him
Guru.
there.
He walked past me. Kind of wanted to go up and speak to him, but it looked like he was heading somewhere, so I just didn't want to be that guy. Yeah, a lot of people there. When you see the stories after and you see how many people actually go, it's crazy. And it's like impossible to see everything. But if you really wanted to focus and network as much as you can, then it's a perfect place for it because every tech company's there.
Yeah.
Linked up with Roland, so got a contact there. Quite a few, to be honest. But yeah, I think the highlight's just being out there, just meeting up with the boys. We went to Dylan's one night and then recorded some content and stuff. So it's cool just chilling with the guys there and cooking up, getting some food.
Yeah, man.
Did you meet any other like content creator, producer people like from the space?
You know, it goes by Beautiful Beats.
Oh yeah.
He was there
Yeah.
as well. So yeah, when we went to Dylan's, it was me, Lifestyle, Infinite, Beautiful Beats, Daniel Priestley. Am I missing anyone?
Those are actually some sick names. When you said it like that, Infinite, Lifestyle, Beautiful, like as producer names.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, they got cool producer names.
Yeah. I met one guy from BeatStars there, and then obviously Carby as well, but I wasn't there for too long. So yeah, that was mostly them. I bumped into some like people who'd like seen me from YouTube and stuff. I was talking to those guys. Have I missed anyone? That was the majority. And then some guys that I met there last time as well, some like engineers and other producers and stuff, but I'm not sure if you know them.
Was Zaytoven there this year?
Not sure. I didn't see him if he was. I didn't actually go to the NPC place this year. Last year when I went, we were in there looking around, and then literally like 10 minutes after we left, Zaytoven pulled up and was like cooking up a beat. So
Yeah.
So as a YouTube producer or a content creator, you think it's definitely worth going then?
I think so, yeah, because even though the people I was meeting there were people I've been speaking to on email, it's just a lot better when you finally meet them in person. It just makes the connection a lot stronger. Oh, I went to the plugin boutique office as well. They invited me down there. And it's crazy the type of stuff you could get invited to. Because when I pulled up to the office, they were like, oh, next week we're doing a live interview here with Don Cannon and Lil Jon. I went, like, pull up. I'm going to be gone. So I could have met Lil Jon and Don Cannon and shit. That would have been sick. You know, the Tomorrow Network, I think I'd mentioned it to you on one of the previous podcasts. They were filming an episode there, so I could have gone when Lil Jon was there. But I'm back here now.
Damn,
So I think it's worth it, yeah, because if you really wanted to dedicate your time to like finding sponsors, it would be good for that type of thing because you just meet everyone there. Like if in your head you're like, oh, I really want to work with Roland or I really want to work with this person, it would be good for that. So yeah, I think it's worth it.
Fair, man.
Nice one. Next year. Next year's the one.
I know next year you two will probably be like, I'm going, and I'll be like,
You're gonna be busy. Yeah,
I've done 2. I'm good.
I don't know now. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a good trip. I'm just ready to get back into it now. I'm real tired today, so I'm probably gonna take it steady. But from like Monday, I'll just be back into it full force. I've probably got some editing to do before then, but I don't think I'll be like creating or doing anything too crazy until Monday.
Yeah. Kind of reset over the weekend.
Yeah. My brother's over from Canada on Sunday, so I need to pick him up early at the airport, take him to my parents, and then, just get straight back to it Monday.
You flying into Manny?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's decent. Yeah. That sounds good, man.
What did I miss last week?
What did you even talk about last week?
I can't remember. I always feel like, as soon as we do the next one, I've forgotten what we spoke about. On the next one.
I know we was talking about music videos for a portion of it. Oh yeah, we was talking about detoxing from social media because I was saying to you.
Oh yeah.
I felt like I was watching too many shorts and because I was trying to study TikTok a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I think even the week before that we was talking about it a little bit. Where I was
Probably
saying,
always talking about having a detox.
I was explaining that I was on TikTok a lot because I was trying to really understand it, but then I got caught in the loop where it was just like, I'm on TikTok 8 hours a day, and then I burnt myself out to the point where it's like this week I just can't be on it. I don't want to watch any YouTube, consume anything. So we was kind of talking about that a little bit.
Yeah, we spoke about promo as well. Was that last week? Running ads on music, like how yours were performing and
stuff.
Have you been experimenting with it?
Yeah, I've been experimenting.
Going all right?
I feel like I still need to see how it goes, but I think it's going okay. But I want to put out another 5, 6, then we can say it's worth it or not.
Yeah. Fully.
Which video did you watch of Andrew Southwest when you set up your own ads? To like.
It was probably just one of those full-on ad.
Oh I see. Yeah, he's dropped one every year. 2025, 2026 walkthrough. Yeah, that's cool. That'd be good for people. That'd be good for people to know. Because I've been looking into promoting like a playlist, or just like an individual track. So I just have to decide what I want to do. What else did we speak about? I swear we spoke about quite a lot of production stuff last week, but I can't remember what it was now. Let me see if it was in the chat, because we was on a pretty good roll with it.
But you guys wanted this. I saw in the chat that you put, Jay, you was talking about native instruments.
Native instruments, yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty big news.
They went
Someone was telling me
bankrupt or
when I was at the party, the album launch party, because I think they'd announced it that day. So I thought it's definitely something to speak about. Did you guys hear about it, or have you seen anything on it?
Yeah, I saw
literally
Bolo
when you
post
put
a
it,
video about it.
When you put it in the chat, I googled it, and then I saw someone said it was bankrupt, but I thought maybe it's not that. It's maybe something similar. I don't know.
Yeah, so they've been entered. I'll read it out because I was trying to research it earlier. So it's entered preliminary insolvency in Germany.
Hmm.
So that's a court-supervised restructuring phase for a company that cannot meet its financial obligations as they fall due. So why it's happening, public reporting so far points to a combination of financial and strategic factors rather than one single event. None of these have been fully confirmed by Native Instruments itself, but the picture looks roughly like this. The company is unable to pay all of its debts on time, which is the core legal test for insolvency under German law. A planned deal with Bain Capital is reported to have fallen through, leaving Native Instruments without the expected fresh capital or exit route, triggering the insolvency filing. And then over the years, Native Instruments went through heavy restructuring, layoffs, leadership changes, and ownership by private equity firm Francisco Partners, followed by acquisitions of Isotope, Plug-in Alliance, and Brainworks under this Soundwide umbrella, and then remerging them into the Native Instruments brand. So went bankrupt here really means Native Instruments' current structure and financing model became unsustainable, and the company has been placed into a formal insolvency process to be restructured or sold. There's a lot of information on it, to be honest, but it's not
Doesn't look
technically
good.
bankrupt, but it kind of is. It sounds like they've been like
It's like on
maybe
the verge, I
spending
guess,
more.
isn't it?
Yeah,
And
I
they're
think some
making-
fellow was like it's on the way to being bankrupt.
Yeah,
But it's not like there yet.
That's so crazy. Literally, the day before you sent that, I had just hit up Native Instruments. Asking,
Really?
like, what's new? Like, what's happening this year?
yeah.
Mhm.
And then you sent that, and I just remember, like, maybe it's not a good time
Must
to be
Yeah.
having this kind of conversation.
Yeah, to be looking at sponsors.
Yeah.
Let me see
Yeah.
what it says about what happens next. So, over roughly the next 6 to 12 weeks, several scenarios are possible. Which one happens will depend on negotiations with investors and buyers. So, restructuring and continuation. Native Instruments could be slimmed down, so cutting costs, product line focus, possibly staff reductions, and then continue under the same name, but with a tighter core around flagship products like Contact, Complete Machine, etc. They could sell assets or business units, so like Contact Technology, Tractor, Isotope, and Plug-in Alliance could be sold to other companies, while the Native Instruments brand may or may not survive in its current form.
Maybe it takes like an Apple to just acquire Native Instruments or something, you know?
Yeah, that's what
Or
I was
FL
kind of
to step
thinking on the
in.
way over. I was
Yeah.
thinking maybe another company will step in and either invest or buy it out.
Because, can you imagine if one of these massive companies took it over and then just like Logic, you can't use Native Instruments unless you got Logic now, or Apple or whatever, or
I imagine it's
Splice
kind of
acquires
tricky
it
though,
and gets
'cause
the sounds.
they'd have to take on the debt, right? I don't think you can just like declare yourself bankrupt, then another company buys you, and then that money's just evaporated. I'm pretty sure you'd take on the debt. So
But then they're probably really good at, I don't know, this is just speculation, but I'm guessing they'll probably bring on people who will be able to restructure everything and make it work. Because Native Instruments is a good product.
yeah,
They
the
have
quality
great
is.
samples and everything, and they have so much as well. The Tractor thing, like you were saying, so I'm sure it's
I can't see it going
attractive.
away. I don't think it's just going to disappear. I think something will happen with it. Maybe they'll bring in the
Yeah.
right person to kind of restructure the whole company and be like, all right, we don't need this team, we don't need that. Let's just focus on this. We're doing too much. Like, I'm sure someone will be able to come in and reposition them a bit, or like you said, like someone else will buy them out. But I can't see it just going away. I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, they're a solid brand. I mean, when you think of Native Instruments, you do think of quality. Like they make
Yeah, 100%.
good keyboards, like strong sounds.
Contact Player is essentially like Omnisphere or Arturia Labs.
Yeah.
Everyone's got it.
Although Contact does have its limitations and it is quite janky for me, I feel like it crashes a lot. I don't know about you guys. I'd love for
I
someone
think-
to come in and redo Contact so that it's
Yeah,
actually
I think
running
compared,
right.
if we're being honest, Contact Player compared to Arturia Labs or I don't know any other of these newer doors, it's just lacking in terms of interface. Like it hasn't been
Yeah.
updated for a long time. It still feels kind of old.
Well, they
but the
update it,
sounds
but it
itself is
doesn't really
sick.
change in a good way. Like I never
Yeah, like
really
it's
find
not
it useful.
it's not intuitive.
Nah.
You have to click off things and
Mhm.
whatever to get it to be smooth. But the actual quality of the sounds are amazing, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
fully.
what the balancing act in it. Like it makes up for the quality but yeah, it's not very user friendly.
Hmm.
And they got hardware and stuff going for them too, so that's a big
Yeah,
plus for them.
it'd be
Yeah.
interesting to see what their most profitable product was. Like if hardware wasn't really doing well for them, and then they just scrapped hardware and focused on software, or vice
Mm.
versa. I'm not sure what works best for them, but it'd be interesting to know.
Hmm.
Maybe they just had a team that was too big, like that was just unnecessary. Really don't
Yeah.
know.
The same thing happened at Tracklab, didn't it? They downsized.
Hmm.
But Tracklib was doing a madness though. Them
They were
brand
burning
deals,
money.
man.
They went in with investing, didn't they? Like sponsoring everything, and I'm sure that did a lot for them. But
Yeah, definitely.
probably got to the end of the year and they were like, "Whoa, we've spent this much,"
Yeah, for
but it
sure.
was kind of needed at the time because it's how they were growing.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like they, out of all the companies, Tracklib have done a great job with socials.
Hmm.
They've been able to build really strong social media presence.
Do you think
Mhm.
this is random? But do you think the power of influencer marketing is slowly going down?
Nah, I don't think so. I think maybe,
Maybe the type of sponsor you do, because I think at first when obviously influencer marketing has been a thing for like years before like social media. Obviously you'd hire celebrities to do certain things, but in terms of like social media influencers, I think at one point when it first was a thing, you could have someone just stand in a picture with a product and everyone would be like, "What's that product? Let me buy it."
yeah, I
And then
think
over
it's a
time it
little
was like
different.
videos and then people would promote stuff, people would buy it. But I think over time people have started to sift through the shit and be like, or just they can notice like fake branding because everything seems sponsored now. Like when you go through TikTok, every other video is someone trying to sell something.
Hmm.
Brands sponsor like so many different like creators for different things. I think over time it sort of loses its I don't know the right word. Like it loses its power in a way because so many people are doing it. But maybe it's just the
Yeah,
type of videos that people are creating.
I
I think
think it's when
people
it's
just
too
look for
salesy.
authenticity now. Yeah,
I
some
Mhm.
people
think
just want
when
authenticity.
yeah, when a brand reaches out and they're like, yeah, we want it in the first 10 seconds, and
Hmm.
we want our branding all over. I think people see through that quite quickly. I think it's got to be way more natural these days. You know what I mean?
Mhm. I
And
think you gotta be transparent as well. Like if like when I see a review of something or like when there's a sponsor, they say it's a sponsor and they say I wouldn't have taken this if they'd controlled the narrative. They said do whatever you want with it, so
Yeah,
you're still gonna get
the
a
honest review.
transparent review or an
hmm
honest opinion on it.
Hmm.
So that
and
I
I
like
think that's
seeing that.
better for brands as well if they actually
Yeah,
let their creators just speak their mind
yeah,
instead
Yeah,
100%.
of being like, oh, you got to take this out and take that. I mean, I get it because they obviously want their brand to be seen in this in the best of light. But then, yeah, it for the creator, it kind of impacts their image.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, and nothing's perfect. So if you're making a video just talking about how perfect something is, it does seem like bullshit. But
Yeah,
if you
Yeah,
can talk about the flaws as well, then it just makes it more realistic, and then people might be more likely to buy it because it's like, all right, I'm kind
they
of
know the
expecting this
pitfalls.
flaw now, but they don't want to
Yeah.
be lied to.
but what do you think of this? Because I see this in the fitness niche. I have never seen this in the music production niche, really. Well, maybe for certain music producers, but not in the YouTube producer ones. Fitness influencers, they all have long-term brand deals. So, for
Hmm.
example, I don't know, let's just take,
Gymshark and something. Sam
yeah, they
Sulek.
have like a Gymshark or a Young LA. That's your clothing taken
Yeah.
care of. Then you got your protein ones. Some are, what's that? What's the main one? Gym protein.
Gymshark,
My
No,
protein.
what's
My
my
Protein,
protein? Yeah, like some people are locked in for my protein. Some
AG1.
people, exactly. So I feel like that kind of sponsorship works really well because you're attached to them and you're more like an ambassador,
Yeah.
and it's long term. So your audience is constantly exposed rather than just being a
Hmm.
one-off trying to sell. If you can introduce a product over time, I think that's more effective than just link in description one time and trying to
Yeah,
get the
fully.
sale.
I
But
feel
I
Because
like
haven't
it's in
really,
marketing, you need to see things like
Mhm.
7 to 9 times before you take action. So
yeah,
Yeah.
like the
it's
the
the same with
influencer I'm thinking
sponsors.
of, Alex Eubank. I think of him and I think of Young LA straight away,
Hmm.
which is the clothing. But yeah, I haven't really seen that for music producers. There isn't really been like imagine if Native Instruments just sponsored all of us and we was all just yeah everything is Native Instruments. Our audio interface is Native Instruments. You see our headphones, Native Instruments.
But I've
And we
noticed,
always have that.
but there is like the side of it where they send out stuff like this keyboard got sent out, this MIDI keyboard, this microphone was sent out. So it's like they send it through, and then I'll make a video on it and put a link in the description. But there isn't like a retainer, which I think you're trying to, which I think is what you're getting at. Is like there's a retainer thing where we have the links to all these products in every video, and it's like
Yeah, and how many times have you mentioned that mic?
Yeah, never. Just on the one video. It's just like, yeah, unless someone comments, "Oh, what mic is that?" Then I'll reply. But yeah, there's no sort of thing of it where it's like a
I think one big thing that I've noticed with sponsors who want affiliates, who want that long-term partnership, is they don't make any enticing offers. Like companies will reach out and they want us to join affiliate programs, and it'll be like 10% commission. It's like, you're not really enticing me with that. Like, I'm not willing to go out and create content and everything so that you can keep 90%. And I guess I get that they have to like pay for the products and stuff, but if they're not willing to pay up front for videos, then I feel like if you made it like 40% even, like just make something really enticing. I feel like people would go out their way to make content and talk about it more often because it's more rewarding for them. But
yeah,
companies probably see that as too much of an expense. But if you want people to talk about your stuff, you have to make it rewarding for them.
Sacrifice you got to make up front, for the long term. Yeah. So tricky.
I think that should have. I feel like whatever audio company or whatever tech company does that for music producers, they could take over, man. Honestly,
Didn't DistroKid do it for a while?
It's not that hard.
Didn't DistroKid do like a lot? Like I think Dixon Beats did like a really long. I don't know if he's still doing it, but he did like.
I had that as well, actually.
Yeah, it was
I was doing 2 a month.
Yeah, like a long term sort of agreed on amount of videos per month.
Yeah, and I do one for output every month, to be fair. So that's the closest I've come to it, where I do have a long term thing with them. But there's not loads that I recognise where people are talking about it constantly. FL Studio now have an affiliate thing, like an invite only affiliate commission, but it is only like 10%. Obviously using FL in every video, but I find the problem is if you have too many affiliates and you have too many links in your descriptions, it's like distracting people. So I used to have like a link to like 10 different links for like my top 10 plugins, and then my socials, and then my website, and it's like I'm just giving too many people, or I'm giving people too many distractions when they click to the description. I just want to promote what I'm using in the video, really. Let me just put the free kit there, let me put the kit I'm using.
Yeah, lead magnet, and then the premium products. Like
yeah. So I'm missing out on affiliate sales now. I don't know if it's amounting to more like sales on my site yet. I haven't really run the checks to see, but it kind of makes sense. It's like if you're distracting people with too many links, they might click on your description, go to have a look at the kit, and then it's like, oh, my top 10 plugins. Oh, let me check
let's
those
check
out.
that out. Yeah.
And then your socials, and then by the time you've gone through everything, they forgot to even look at the kit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But if you had like one strong affiliate where it was like you were getting 40 to 60% on every sale, you might think, you know what, let me scrap all my other affiliates. I use this all the time in my videos. Let me just have my kits, this affiliate, and then just keep running that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Ugh.
What would be, if you were to do a deal with one, who would you want that deal to be with?
FL Studio probably the easiest one.
Then I'd say Apple.
Ooh, that'd be a good one.
But honestly, I'd be open to any of them, because it's not like I'm necessarily... The only one I'm loyal to, let's be honest, is Logic and Apple, like we were saying earlier. But in terms of, I've got monitors from one company, a synth from another, audio interface from another, and a keyboard from another.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's all over the place anyway. But I'd be open. Let's say a company reached out and was like, we want you to be the ambassador. We'll send you everything, but you got to use everything. I'd be open to it.
Yeah.
I think it's good for the audience as well, man, just to be like, yeah, this is what I use.
But I always feel like this is kind of why I've kind of tried to move away from it. Let's say like a company, I wouldn't put a name behind any of them just because it doesn't matter. Like if a better company did that, they were like, we've got an interface, we've got mics, booms, we've got MIDI keyboards, we got monitor speakers. So they give you everything, but you know deep down that like, okay, maybe the speakers like there's another company that is like gold tier and as or S tier, like and as us like we've been doing it long enough. We want at some point we want to when we can swing it is get the best stuff for the setup. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any point down the line where like eventually you start feeling like your gut's more like, and I recommend these in every videos. They're good enough, but I know like I want this, but you can't because you're locked into this kind of lifetime deal.
But I guess that's where the deal's got to be sweet enough for you. Do you know what I mean? It's just like a footballer who, let's say they're sponsored by Adidas, but Nike in that current period has just got way better boots. They're just more comfortable, but they're locked into the Adidas deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's got to be worth it for them in some way. If it's not in boots, then it's got to be monetarily
Or you
worth it.
think
like,
it's unfair to the audience? So is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like, but they're like
They
they're
want to
like
know
the
what's
biggest brands in
actually
the world
best.
anyway. You know, I think in music it's a little bit different. I feel like
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I guess like it just comes down to you. Who you gonna pick? Are you gonna pick a shitty audio company, or are you gonna just hold out and try and get the best one, even if it's a little bit less money?
yeah. Yeah, it's tricky, man. Because the other downside, potential downside, is not if it's obviously you'd probably pick a reputable company anyway. But then, like, if you're exclusively using just one brand, then is there like a lack of transparency with the audience? Like they're asking you like, what's the best thing to use, and you're like, oh yeah, I use this. That's not that might not necessarily be the best thing, but you're getting paid to essentially say that. They're kind of
you might know deep down that these monitors are better, but then you want to talk about your monitors because you're sponsored.
Because you're getting paid. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like
I hear it, but as the person who's the ambassador, that's kind of what you're paid to do. Do you know what I mean? That's your role. I don't
would you do that,
I don't think it's necessarily about being dishonest, because you're not let's say, for example, I'm just going to put it in sports brands. Or let's say we're flying. No. Let's just say sports brands. I think it's easier. So let's say I'm sponsored by Nike, yeah. And somebody asks me, what's the best boxing equipment? I can't then say Adidas has the best boxing gloves, it's better than Nike. I'm just going to be like, I use Nike's boxing gloves because that's the truth. I use Nike's boxing gloves. I don't know about Adidas's boxing gloves. If you want to check it out, you can, but like,
I guess it's how you handle it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess it's how you handle it.
I guess that's what you're
people
kind of
know
paid
you're getting paid. It's like, I get what you're saying. Like, that's your role, that's your job. Like, if you work for that company, you're not going to go around telling everyone that to get something else. Same with like alcohol. If you're an ambassador for like Remy Martin or something, you're not going to go around to bars and say, "Oh, you should buy this one instead." It's like it's your job to promote it.
Yeah.
But I think if you're open with people and be like, "Look, I'm sponsored. It's the stuff I use. I do actually really like it. I can endorse it."
I think it would only weigh on your heart if you didn't like it and you know you was pushing some shit. Like you signed with a company that you didn't want to sign with. Like you signed with Slazenger, but you really wanted Nike. Then I feel you're gonna be conflicted for sure.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Like, don't worry about Air Force. Like these Slazengers, these go off.
Yeah, you know, now you're talking some shit.
But I feel like the difference with music is like, it's to build a good studio monitor is a whole different thing to build a good MIDI keyboard, and to build a good mic is a whole different thing to building a I don't know, studio desk. So it's like, if there's one company that does all of them, chances are they're not going to do all of them as good as every other, you know what I mean, like the other company's flagship or speciality product. So I'm just like, in my head, I'm just like, I see exactly what you're saying, but I'm just like, at the same time, I'm like, at some point down the line, I'd probably start feeling like, I know
well, mate,
I don't.
I hear what you say. Maybe it would have to be tiered. For example, like so in terms of monitors, you're gonna have Adams Audio, you're gonna have Yamaha, Genelec, Barefoot, but that's that competition. And then when it comes to MIDI keyboards, then you've got Arturia, Native Instruments, Novation. So I guess like it would be in different ecosystems. You can have your audio sponsor, you can have your VST/MIDI keyboard/audio interface sponsor. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it can
yeah,
be
yeah,
separated a little bit.
yeah. Oh, that's true.
I
Yeah.
guess like monitors and headphones, they kind of go hand in hand. Like if
Yeah.
someone's making audio equipment, you could probably get a good solid pair. Same with like interfaces and like Universal Audio. If you had a deal with them, it'd be like, I'm just going to use their interface,
Mm.
their plugins for mixing, and it's like you're probably going to be pretty safe for them.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, like you take on the UAD, but you won't be talking about waves, for example.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or Arturia
And I guess
necessarily.
as well, like you can. There's nothing to stop you from buying the better equipment for yourself, but in your content, you're just pushing what's been, what you're being paid
Yeah.
to push. So yeah, I guess there's like you still have the freedom outside of filming, which that's not taking up every day, every minute of your life. So
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
ultimately it is just transparency with your audience, isn't it? It's like,
Mhm.
yeah, you'd say I'm sponsored by this company. Like, I actually do really like the products. Like, feel free
Yeah.
to check anything else, but this is what I'm
Yeah.
using. I do get paid to use them, but I genuinely like them.
yeah,
I
and I
can
guess as well,
recommend
like if it is a company, let's say your audience is beginner to intermediate, or sort of in that middle ground, they're not looking for 10 grand set of monitors, studio monitors that you've been looking for, you've been trying to get. They are looking for something more
Yeah.
affordable, and it's like, yeah, that kind of lines up with the sponsor. So yeah,
Yeah.
that does make sense.
Because if you think like when it comes to like price range, especially with something like monitors and headphones, there's not a huge difference between them. I always find with like headphones and monitors, you'll like some things about them, not like others. Maybe some are missing some high end, maybe some are missing some low end, and then you go to different ones and they're missing the opposite, and it's like never get one that's like completely perfect. But like you said, like yeah, you could have some like KRKs which are alright, but then you might want to recommend some focals which are like 10 times the price, and it's
Yeah.
like that's not feasible for everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
So yeah, anyway.
But yeah, that would be nice. It needs to be a thing. I think we need to get a Nike, get an Adidas, get a Puma, but in the audio production world.
Yeah, it'd be good if music producers were as popular as like football players. The brand deals would be crazy.
I mean, I'm sure someone like Metro's getting some mad sponsors.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
He probably just gets sent stuff all the time.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, 100%.
Anytime a new product comes out, it's probably on his door as soon as.
most likely.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
How funny is that? Like when you're a producer and you don't have a name, you have to buy everything. But once you have the name, you don't buy anything.
I know. Once you can actually afford the stuff you want to buy,
You don't have to buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But to
It's
be
never
fair,
anything.
I mean, obviously, I know like we're not superstar producers, but did you ever hit a point where like companies are trying to send you free stuff all the time, even if it's like half decent, but you've already got everything now? You got the mic, you got the desk, everything. Do you ever just be like, oh, I'd rather just buy it, so then I don't have to talk about it in the video?
Yeah,
sometimes
plugins
I,
like that.
I do that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Usually I just take stuff that I really want,
Yeah.
that I was
But
going to
yeah.
buy anyway, but they're going to send it, so that's super nice.
Yeah.
Or maybe I
likewise.
wasn't going to buy it, but they're going to send it and I really wanted it, so yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Be interesting to bring one of the brand ambassadors on, or not an ambassador, like someone from artist affiliations from a different company, to get their perspective on like how much they're spending and what's worth it for them and why they want to make certain decisions.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point actually, because I think we can see it from our side, but it'd be good to see it from like their budget
Yeah.
costs and everything, and why they have to do it why they have to have those percentages that way.
Because I can definitely see it, things from a business perspective as well. Like if I was a plugin company and I was reaching out to creators like myself, I'd want to know what I'm getting back from it. Obviously, you're getting the endorsement, which is a powerful thing anyway if someone's got a strong audience. But you would want to look at the numbers as well and be like, okay, if this guy is charging X amount, am I going to make that back? Like, you'd use trackable links, and then you'd probably run some campaigns with some creators. And then if you're thinking, right, I'm spending 10 grand over the past how many months and I've made 5 grand back, it's like, yeah, I'm getting the endorsements, but I'm also 5 grand short. You might be like, okay, I need to rethink this because it's not actually profitable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you would have to look at the numbers like that. But there's some things which just you can't really get a direct conversion for. You can't really track it because you might use something in a video and they might not click the link in your description, but then they might watch something else like 5 months down the line with another creator and be like, oh, you know what? I saw Ocean using those headphones 5 months ago. I'm also seeing you use them now. Let me just go to the website. And you can't track like where that person came from. But
5 months.
And also it takes,
link. Yeah.
also it takes time as well. You got to think. We make a sponsored video. We put it out on day one. After a week, you might get X amount of sales, but
if it's if it's like an evergreen video, you can't account for just the first few weeks.
Literally, and sometimes also videos take a little bit longer to blow up. But also, it's in our catalog. There's I'm sure you probably get videos that people watch from like 3-4 years ago. That could be sponsored and just happen to purchase then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think it would be good for us to have like if we decide to like push the podcast a bit, like we spoke about, if we brought on like just one sponsor, like at the beginning of every video, we just shit the podcast is sponsored by so and so. I just had like a strong partnership that way. I feel like that would be really beneficial for a brand.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, kind of like you know how
was it HG1 that Joe Rogan always says?
Athletic Greens, yeah.
So you know it straight away, bang.
Yeah,
of course. I even bought some supplements recently because I heard Joe Rogan talking about it.
1 billion times.
Yeah, literally. Even it's like like at the start of even the Joe Rogan podcast, there's like a intro roll, and you can put like a sponsored by or powered by whatever. Yeah.
And Blue Chew, I have no business knowing what Blue Chew is, but I heard Blue Chew so many times.
Yeah, same.
I think that's the smart way to do.
Yeah, if I needed Viagra, I'm probably going to bluechew.com. Manscaped as well, they're sponsoring everyone.
Oh, do you know about Manscaped? Yeah. Do you know about Teach Hanley?
Nah, I don't actually.
That's the men's face like wash and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because I've heard it so many times in videos. I think that's like the key to do it these days. It's just it's almost like a TikTok approach. Just reach. You got to keep posting.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So we'll work on it. I feel like we need some more leverage on this one first, but we'll get it.
Yeah. I guess that kind of leans into keeping in music terms. When I speak to like smaller artists, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I've got this project. I want to release this song," and then I'm like, "Oh cool. Have you got any like release?" Like any release strategy, or have you got any like budget to promote it or anything? They're like, I'm just gonna make a few TikToks around it.
Yeah.
And then like it happens, and like I'm not getting any traction. And then you look at what they've done, and it's like they've posted like 2 or 3 TikToks for one song, and you're like, is that it? You know what I mean? It's like it makes you. It's hard to just tell people that you do have to just put 1,000 TikToks out. You have to put maybe $1,000 behind the promotion of it, like marketing, running ads on it, because they don't want to hear it because it's happened maybe like 0.001% of artists has blown up through just doing it organically. Even the biggest artists aren't doing that. They're putting a lot of money behind it. They've got a machine behind it. I think it's really hard to, and again, like it's the same for me. Like I think when you're coming up, you don't want to believe it, so you just don't until you're ready to be like, okay, I do have to put some money behind it. Then people realize, but. Yeah, what do you guys think about like? Don't know what my question is here, but do you know what I mean?
I know what you're saying. I mean, people always just want the easy route. Like, let's face it, people want to just throw something out and think that people will just listen to it. Like, they're not willing to put in the work that way. If they're asking those questions after posting like 2 videos and saying, "Why am I not getting the views I need?" It's like you're nowhere near where you need to be. It's like it just comes like with anything in life, man. It literally just comes from the reps you put in. Same with like sending beats to artists. People say, "Oh, I sent a pack of beats to this artist and he never got back to me." Like, how many times have you sent out that email? Like, I take 50 packs of beats to send out before they actually click on one and like it and then use it. So yeah, people always just want the easy option. I also think that people just get their strategies from the wrong people as well. They'll see how someone who's huge like release an album, and they might just pop up after like 3 years of being ghost and just release a project, and they think they can do that.
That's the same thing, yeah.
The people they need to be watching are the people who are really doing shit like independently, like people like La Russell. Listen to what like Russ is saying as well. Like the independent goats, they're probably the guys who will give you like the best strategy. And if possible, look at people who have done it in like recent times as
Recently,
well.
yeah.
Sometimes people might
Yeah.
have had a certain strategy 5 years ago that worked, but now the game's changed and you need to rethink it. So I'd
Yeah.
say just keep an eye on what people are doing. Like if you come across songs on TikTok, maybe click on the profile and see how many times they're actually posting it.
Yeah.
And then that will kind of give you the indication. Don't just like see a song and think, oh, he just posted it and it blew up. Nah, it's like most likely
And
he's probably
especially
posted
with
that song
TikTok,
100
man.
times. Yeah.
Yeah.
TikTok is, I hate to say it, I think it is a volume game more than necessarily quality, because quality is subjective
Yeah.
on TikTok now.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I accidentally posted the same TikTok twice. And the second time, literally, I think I posted it within an hour or maybe within like 10 minutes. And the second time, it got more views and more interacting.
Like significantly a lot.
Let me check it now. Let's see. I checked it about 2 hours ago. And this was a total accident. I didn't even mean to. Yeah, the second one's on. Well, it's not massively, but my TikTok's not doing anything. But the second one's just hit. It's just closing in on 1,000 views. The first time I posted it, it stuck. It just got stuck at like 700. And that's just. And again, like total accident. I should have probably just deleted it, but yeah.
Nah, you can post the same thing. Maybe change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like if you've just filmed, like one shot. Let's say you dropped a song and you filmed like the whole thing in just like one angle. That would still give you like 5 TikToks, because you could take like half a verse for one, half a verse for another, the hook for another. And like you could just post that same song 5 different times and then do the same again from another angle, a different location. Like that's just how it is on TikTok. I honestly think, I know it always sounds like cliche when you sound stuff like this, but having a mindset shift is the biggest contributor.
100%. Yeah.
100.
You have to like really buy in to what actually works.
I think I've recently just gone through this with TikTok, because for a long time, because don't know about you guys, but I'm used to YouTube. I'm used to editing. I'm used to polishing it up and all that. But TikTok is just not that, and I had to get over that barrier mentally. So now, I'm finally posting consistently, and I think if it's not paying off yet, but it will eventually.
Yeah, it's just the way you're kind of using it as well, isn't it? It's like with
for the
YouTube.
longest time, my TikTok wasn't growing, and now it's finally growing again. And I think it's just that shift of it's a volume game. You gotta just post. Treat it like a diary.
Yeah,
I know. For like new people who are getting into it, like, I'm sure everyone, like us three, can all remember like at one point where we had that mindset shift of like, all right, I kind of know what I need to do now. Not necessarily know like exactly what I need to do, but just the mindset shift of right, I'm ready to put in the work now and actually like go for it, instead of just being that guy who's like sending DMs to Drake saying let's work. Everyone's gone through the bullshit phases of like just sending random links to people in the DMs or like messaging people saying let's work. At one point it's like, okay, this isn't working. What are people doing? All right, it's consistency on social media. Let me just fucking go after it. Let me not give a fuck about what my friends and family are thinking. Let me just go for this, and nothing else matters.
Yeah. You know what though? I feel like for a lot of people, they just gotta feel it, innit?
Yeah.
There's this saying in Jamaica. It's like, if you can't hear, then you will feel. And you can sell them to your blue in the face, and it will just go in one ear out the other until they feel like they can make that change.
So they hit that point where it's like, okay, fuck this job, fuck this lifestyle. I'm sick to death.
It needs to become a point where it's just so uncomfortable that you have to do something now.
It's like when addicts hit rock bottom and then there's a turning point. It's like sometimes people haven't been low enough to actually get that turning point. It's like you think you've had it hard, but you haven't, and then all of a sudden it's like everything comes crashing down, and then that's the turning point where you build back up. So maybe, like for me, it was something that happened in my life where maybe think life's short. Maybe for someone else, they've lost a job, or I don't know. Like for everyone, there's a different moment that triggers it, but there's always that one thing that sort of like triggers that mindset shift of like, okay, let's just fucking go.
Yeah. And even if you get to that point where you have that trigger, you grind it out, you get to where you thought you wanted to get to, and you kind of have that for a bit, then it could happen again. You can hit that point where you're like, you've hit this point, you think you should be grateful, but maybe like that's maybe not the path you wanted to go down. Up until this point it was, and then now you're like, oh, I need to figure it out. I need to make a small shift, stay in the same lane or same area, but I need to figure, adapt again. Ocean switch genres. I've done the the mentorship stuff, you're looking at plugins now. It's like, yeah, it's never. I feel like it's like a constant process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it might not even be like a certain thing in your life that happens. It might just be a shift of like the people you're hanging around with or the type of content you're consuming. Maybe you go from like just pure like comedy podcasts, like meaningless podcasts, to go into something that's more like educational, maybe something like music based, and maybe just someone says something on a podcast that like really resonates with you, or in an interview or whatever it might be. You can almost like encourage that mindset shift of just taking in different types of content or reading or fucking whatever it is.
Yeah, for sure. Just gotta kind of expose yourself to it.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Should we wrap up there?
Yeah, let's do it.
man.
We've been recording an hour exactly, so good time to end it.
Cool.
All right, appreciate you guys for listening. I think we're just back to normal schedule now, aren't we? So
Yeah.
everyone's good for next week.
Yeah.
All right, appreciate you guys.
Peace.